Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would do the end of year book tag. I don't know why I just didn't do this before I started filming, because now I'm like fiddling around. Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do the end of year book tag. I've never done this tag before. I wasn't even tagged to do this, but I keep seeing it come up in my home feed, like loads of different other booktubers doing it. So I'm just gonna do it because I looked at the questions and I was like, I quite like them. So I actually think you're supposed to have done this tag like in November or something like that, but so is life. We're doing it in December. So the first question is, are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? So the first book that I would say is Brave New World. I don't know why, I feel like Brave New World has fallen off my Goodreads thing. It might not have, it might just be because I read like so many books above it that it just never really gets to show. But I really should finish Brave New World because I did start it earlier this year. I feel like, I don't know if I'll read it, maybe I'll read it another time, but I do know that now it's been adapted into an Amazon TV series, so I might just watch that. But yeah, I definitely need to finish Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. And then I really should finish off reading this. This is Kingdom of Souls by Rena Barron. I spoke about this book when I did my video, like, you know, I'm back on YouTube, because I was talking about sort of how I'd put it down and really hadn't picked it up. This is a fantasy novel and it's set like, it's basically inspired by West Africa. So I do know that she talks about like fufu, which is like something we eat in Ghana. It might also be present in other Western African countries, and perhaps she's just using some mythology and maybe costumes and stuff, descriptions of costumes and stuff from other West African countries. This is a proof copy, so it doesn't really say on the back like what it's about, but it's basically about our main character. I can't remember what her name is now. I can't remember what her name is, but basically each year, like, you're supposed to, I think, get your magic in. It's a bit like getting your period or something, and she hasn't got that. And there are these sort of charlatans that you can bargain with, like sort of years of your life in order to get magic, but I think it's only like the one-off spell really, and basically that's what this character does. Yeah, it's a fantasy novel. It's very slow paced, if I'm honest with you, and I'm not really enjoying it. Like, I just don't really see the point in it. My issue with this book is really something that I probably shouldn't say because it's a spoiler, but I'm just having a little hard time believing it and just realizing like how she's gonna actually overcome it, because like in order to overcome it, I'm just like, well, I don't really think you can, otherwise she would have by now, and she obviously does. But yes, I should finish this. If I'm being perfectly honest, I'm not going to finish this by the end of the year. I don't even know if I'm ever going to pick it up again, but those are two of my unfinished books at the moment. The next question is, do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? See, I told you this is why I was meant to do this in November. And no, I'm not a seasonal reader, so I never would have had a sort of book that I would have used to sort of transition into the colder months of the year. I read whatever I want to read, whether it's in the middle of winter and I'm reading a book that's about the summer, or if it's the middle of summer I'm reading a book that's about the winter. The seasons of the real world and the seasons in a fictional book do not sort of determine how I read them, so no. The third question is there a new release you're still waiting for? No, because again, I'm just not really the kind of person that really sort of preempts or looks forward to new releases. I obviously do get excited when an author that I like releases a new book, and you know, I might see a new release and think, oh, I actually want to read that, but there is no like one book that I've been waiting for that is still to be released. I feel like I said this maybe in my other video about Transcendent Kingdom. Since then I haven't even checked if the book is out. Like, I'm pretty sure it's out in the UK, but that would be like the only book that I can think of that I'm really wanting to read. But in all honesty, I think I'm just going to borrow that from the library. The next question is, what are 3 books do you want to read before the end of this year? So 3 books that I want to read before the end of this year are Heavy by K.S.A. Lehman. I am really excited to get around to reading this. I thought I'd read this in November, but I just didn't get the chance. Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. I think I read this last year. I really enjoyed it. Like, I think I just need to reread this book to get the kick up my ass for some of the creative things that I want to do. And then the other one is Sundowners by Leslie Loco. Again, this is a book I want to reread. I think I read this in like 2014 or something like that. I have actually read it twice, but I'm going to reread it again. So those are the kind of books I want to get through. Realistically, I could get through those books. This is a non-fiction book, so I'd read it alongside a fictional book. This I'm definitely, is basically the next book I'm going to pick up next, really. It's just probably this one, I'm not sure, but I've got a lot of time, so I think I should actually really be able to realistically get through these books. The next question is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favourite book of the year? No, if I'm honest. Maybe Heavy by K.S.A. Lehman, but I feel like I've actually heard so many people talk about the book, like I know the content of the book, like I know what it's about. So I think perhaps the only thing that stands a chance of shocking me is perhaps the writing and how, I guess, how much emotion it evokes from me. In terms of like favourite book of the year, I couldn't even tell you, like, actually no, that's not true. I definitely would pick I'm Telling the Truth But I'm Lying by Bassik Ikpi is one of my favourite books of the year, but I think I'm going to have several books of the year. And last year I didn't actually do a 2019 like favourite books of the year. For 2020 I'm definitely going to do that. But yeah, I don't, of all the books that I've got left, like I don't foresee any of those moving into sort of my favourite books of 2020, so no. So the next and final question is, have you already started making reading plans for, and this says 2018, but obviously you're supposed to do it for the subsequent year, so for 2021, and I have, and that is that there are no plans, but I will talk more about that in my sort of 2021 reading goals. My plan is for a video like that really is I'm going to use December to sort of talk about my reading goals and how I've met those, and then in 2021 sort of look back on my 2020 statistics. I will look at the statistics also in those sort of videos where I talk about how I met my goals, but in the 2020 video really look at the statistics of like, I don't know, female authors, male authors, loads of other stuff that people seem to like put in their statistic videos, and then talk about more about my 2021 reading goals. Basically what I'm saying is I'm not going to have set reading goals like I have done for the past 2 years. I'm going to be a bit more lax with my reading goals, and I'm actually really excited for them. I'm lax, but I've still got loads of other bits in my head of sort of what I want to meet. But I'm really excited actually, because yeah, I guess I have started making plans for them. I think what I really am excited to do is sort of list down books that I really want to read. Just for sake of just this video, one of the things that I'm really excited to do is really get back into reading romance and perhaps like finding a genre of romance that I really enjoy. But other than that, yeah, you'll have to wait for the 2021 video. But that is all for today's tag video. I like this video, it was like very short and sweet, so that was really good. But I hope that gave you sort of insight into the reading for the end of the year. I mean, definitely by the time this video goes up, it will be like the middle of December, so it'll be very close to the end of the year. But yeah, feel free to do this video if like the sort of the questions interest you. I'm very terrible at remembering to pre-plan who I'm going to tag, but actually now that I'm saying that, I am going to tag Pauline, I'm going to tag Marina, I'm going to tag Tomofaye, I'm going to tag Tara. Yes, basically I will leave all your channel links down below, so you'll definitely know that you were tagged, and if there's anyone else I think of whilst I'm editing, then I will definitely put you in the description box down below. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you in another one. Bye!